I am back with another What's Inside the latest Game Informer issue. This is number 12 in the series of videos that I've been doing so far. Alright, I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button also. Share with your friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question, or a comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below, and you will be notified when I do go live or upload another video. Now, technically, this is not the latest issue, but it's the latest issue that I have. There's actually one more out, and I do plan to get it as soon as possible. But this one has the cover of the Grounded game, which I believe is exclusive to Xbox. And this is issue 325. So let's get started. Alright, you got the game index right here, and some pictures of some games, probably games that are included in the index. An advertisement for that drink, why not? But some of the games in the index is Axiom Verge 2, Animal Crossing New Horizon, Baldur's Gate 3, Bayonetta 3, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Biomutant, Bleeding Edge, Bravely Default 2, Cyberpunk 2077, Doom Eternal, Dying Light 2, Elder Scrolls 6, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Ghostwire Tokyo, Halo Infinite, Hollow Knight Silk Song. This is just, I'm just skipping through some of it. There's tons of games. Gods and Monsters, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel, No More Heroes 3, Persona 5 Royal, Overwatch 2, Torchlight 3, Wasteland 3, Watch Dogs, Legion, and so many more. See those tiny words right there? All those games. That's a lot. Next, of course, you got an advertisement for the Xbox Series X right there. And of course, from the previous video I done in this series, it's the Resident Evil 3 remake. This section of the magazine is fan art. The top of, I think it's normally been top 5, but apparently this one is 4. I recognize that character. That's from Ori and the Blind Forest. I believe that's a character from Overwatch. And of course you got some Cuphead fan art at the top. Very cool stuff. There's some pictures of some developers with their children in their offices at home, I would imagine. Some of them have kids, some of them don't. Or they're just not pictured. Very cool stuff. Everybody's stuck at home nowadays. Compare the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 so far. Right here. Really looking forward to the PS5. Down the road, I will get the Xbox Series X, I would imagine, but PS5 I'm getting first. There's another silly picture. I've showed off a bunch of these silly pictures from Skittles in this series of videos that I've been doing so far. There's Deadpool. It's like in a Battle Royale game. No, it's the Battle Pass. It's the new Loot Crate. Okay. Moving on. You got some advertisements on the side for Saints Row 3 Remastered, Dungeon of the Endless, and Arcade Spirits. Some games that you can look into getting if you're interested in them. Alright, now we got some navigating through Animal Crossing New Horizon. Okay, this is the good, the bad, and the ugly section of the magazine. Basically, it's good news, bad news, and ugly news. And the ugly news is QuakeCon. Something about uncertainty from Bethesda Games, so I guess it's not looking too good for them right now. The bad, The Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed. Well, this is old news right here because the game is already out now. And the good is the Control game. So, yeah, I definitely do want to look into getting the Control game eventually. It looks very, very Star Warsy to me, which is not a bad thing. Okay, townspeople. I guess characters from different games. Plus, you got the Untitled Goose Game up there, and 2 other ones. And looks like KK Slider from Animal Crossing, and then Link from A Link to the Past, right there, and some other screenshots from old classic games. Distracting engagement. Huh. Looks like items that you can buy off of an online store, which they have advertised in these magazines sometimes. Stuck at home. That's pretty much true still to this day. Advertising here is for the game Grounded for Xbox One, PC, release July 28th, early access and game preview. Well, July 28th is not here yet, so I guess I'm doing this video at a pretty good time now, I guess. This is not the normal. No, it sure isn't, but we're dealing with it. But yeah, I remember seeing some gameplay on Grounded, and it looked very interesting. There's some more screenshots and stuff like that on the game. Even more, but I want to soon move on to another part in the magazine. Tons more screenshots for the game. The next gen question, so I guess they're questioning if the game's going to be on next gen consoles. Future prospects. 60 games we can't wait to play. The screenshot of Ellie playing the guitar. I'm not going to name them off. Every single one of them. No, I'm not going to do that. But this game's like Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not sure if that's out yet or not. Metroid Prime 4 is definitely not out. Bayonetta 3, definitely not out. Breath of the Wild sequel, for sure, not out. And then, excuse me, Hollow Knight, Silk Song. Just a bunch of games that are not out yet, for sure. Yep, Deathloop is definitely not out. Minecraft Dungeons is out. Godfall is definitely not out. Gods and Monsters, really looking forward to that. Looks like it's going to be really interesting. That game is definitely not out for sure. And also Synchronauts 2. I do want to try to get into the Synchronauts series. It looks really awesome. Okay, Last of Us Part 2, which is out now. Biomutant is going to be a awesome looking game. That's going to be incredible. Can't wait for that one. Ghost of Tsushima, which is out now. Let's see, I guess we'll move on to the next section of the magazine. Well, Watch Dogs Legion, which has a release date now. Can't remember exactly what the release date is, but I believe it's the end of this year, if I can remember correctly. Overwatch 2 has no release date, but it's coming out for everything: PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And let's see. Okay, here we go. This is the next part of that magazine. This is the part of the magazine that ranks the games. Doom Eternal got a 9.25 for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Stadia, because the Switch version's not out yet. Resident Evil 3 Remake got a 9 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. 9 is really, really good. Round Guard got an 8 for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, and iOS. Bleeding Edge got a 6.75 for Xbox One and PC. Call of Duty Warzone got an 8.75 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Treachery and Beattown City got a 6.25 for Switch and PC. Then on the side you got the Manhunter game, which is going to be very interesting to play that. I don't think it's, looks like it is out May 22nd, so yeah, it's already out. 8.75 for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I kind of figured that score would have been a little bit higher. A lot of people love that game. MLB The Show 20 got an 8.75 for PS4. Persona 5 Royal got a 9.25 for PS4. Man, I'm trying to clear my throat. Animal Crossing New Horizons for Switch got a 9, which is not surprising at all. Tons of people love Animal Crossing. Half-Life is that VR title game. I can't pronounce that. The subtitle, the A word, got a 9, which is fantastic. That's for Valve, HTC Vive, and Oculus Touch. Awesome. The Room VR, A Dark Matter, got an 8.5 for PC. Almost done here. Now, not necessarily that these games don't really matter all that much. It's just they stuck them back here. They fold apart. Got a 7.25 for Switch, PC, and iOS. In Other Waters, got a 6.25 for Switch and PC, and also Mac. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus got a 7.75 for PS4, PC. Yes, Your Grace got a 7.75 for PC. And now we're at the end of the magazine. And this is Brain Games. They tend to have, sometimes they'll tend to have quizzes in the back of these magazines. It's like number 1 is right here. It says, number 1 says Fallout 2 has a arguably unnecessary subtitle. What is it? And it'll give you like 4 choices to choose from. There's like 10 questions. And of course the answers are at the very, very, very bottom of the page, upside down. And advertising of some headsets. And that's the end of the magazine. Until the next one, which I got to buy that one online because I got to update my subscription for GameStop. Don't know when I'm going to do that, so I have to buy my magazines off of online. Alright, thank you so much. Alright, bye.